The need is all around us. Division, violence, chaos, and a generation that is turning its back on God. This is the most unchurched and biblically illiterate generation in American history. The statistics tell us that for every 4 people that are turning their back on the church, we are only converting and reaching 1. Something needs to change. People often talk about how bad it is today, but imagine the implications in 10, 20, and 30 years when these young people are leading our nation. We need to reach them, and we need to come together. You see, each generation needs to find its voice, to have its own unique moment in history. In the 1970s, it was a time of war. It was a time of drugs, sex, and rock and roll. But out of that moment, a generation turned to Jesus, and they called themselves the Jesus People. The largest gathering of the Jesus People movement happened in Dallas, Texas. Billy Graham and Bill Bright rallied a generation, and 100,000 young people came together. They were saved, they were equipped, and they were commissioned to go out and change the world. And they did it. In 2016, we prayed and we dreamed. We said, God, would you do it again in our day? Would you renew it in our day? God, a moment for your fame to be manifest in our generation, for us to find our voice. We booked the National Mall in Washington, D.C., and we called the nation to come together. Hundreds of thousands of young people came from all 50 states. Online, 168 nations streamed this event. It was a global gathering of epic proportions when a generation came and said, we want to follow Jesus. This was never about an event. This is about a movement. This isn't about a moment. This is about a lifestyle. It's about equipping a generation to be disciples who disciple others. Imagine a gathering of a generation coming together right here at Texas Motor Speedway. Hundreds of thousands from across the nation coming to be rallied, to be equipped, to be trained, to go out and disciple the nation and the nations of the earth. The time is now, not for an event, but for something that will start a movement that we can train and equip these young people long after the event through resources, through apps, and through collaboration with the local church. We often say the next generation is our future, but they'll only be our future if we make them our present. The need is all around us if we choose to see it, and the time is now, but we can only do this together.